Hi, my name's Steve Large. Hello to all you empaths out there living large in the Matrix. I want to talk a bit about the addiction of overthinking, which many of you and many of us do not realise we have, and also going cold turkey on overthinking. I know a lot of people, and you suggest meditation to them or to calm the mind, and the first thing they say is, I'm too busy, I can't do this, I haven't got the time. Now, not having the time is a mind-based thing, like trying to go to the gym and stuff like that. It's in your head that you haven't got time, and this is how we're conditioned. So our minds are racing all the time. So I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to go here, and then you sit there and you're thinking. I do it now, and I'm fully aware of it. I'm fully aware of the addiction of mind and how we're put into trance states. I sit with my boy there and I'm watching myself give my boy the same addiction. Because we'll sit in the car sometimes and I'm trying to think what we're doing, or I'm replaying movies of the past and stuff like that in my mind. Because my mind won't shut off. And I watch my boy sit next to me, and sometimes I'll look at him and go, hey mate, what's happening? Oh, I'm just thinking. I'm like, thinking about what? Oh, I don't know, I'm just thinking. This is how we get conditioned. We pass it down the line. Thinking all the time is an addiction. You need to know this. It's an addiction. Just because everyone's doing it, it doesn't mean it's normal. Back in the old days, you would be locked up for this type of behaviour. The only difference between what you're doing now and people in psychiatric wards is you're not moving your mouth while you're doing it. And this goes for me too. And I've came more aware of this, and I've decided to do this video about it because I've caught myself doing it a lot more lately. I've been sitting in. I didn't go to work this week due to back pain, and I've watched the telly more. The telly, the good old telly, the monster in the room, the propaganda machine. This is what absolutely you may as well get black spray paint and spray it clean on your third eye, your pineal gland. Because this is what the equivalent is, and I've realised it this week. I knew it for a while anyway, but it's come back to me in an amazing lesson of switch the TV off. I've noticed it just by little things. I tried to work something out and listen to my intuition yesterday, and I'm like, and it's not there, and I'm like, what's going on? Why aren't the answers coming to me? And I realised because everything in my mind is just running. I'm starting to look at my phone more, flicking onto this, flicking onto that, looking at stuff to keep feeding the addiction of my mind. My mind wants to solve things. My mind wants to just keep thinking and thinking and thinking. And yesterday, I tried to stop thinking. I was meditating again, and it's here, right here, that you've got to think, that focus, that thinking, and to try and stop thinking, it hurts. It's actual a physical symptom to a withdrawal of thinking. It actually hurts. It's like headache, trying to stop thinking, gotta think of something. You start thinking again, and the headache goes. This is not good. This is an addiction. Overthinking is an addiction. What we have to do is, first of all, I'm not telling you what to do. This is just a process of waking up. And I'm assuming the people watching my videos either want to wake up or you're having issues that you want to overcome in your life. And most of these are due to overthinking, creating problems, self-destructing because there's no problems to solve for your mind, or mind-based suffering, and you're looking for a way out. This is for you. So for those of you who want this way out, my first bit of advice is switch the telly off. Just switch it off. This is gonna, and put the devices down. Limit yourself to when you go on the devices. If you find yourself putting the phone next to you and picking the phone up and looking and not even knowing what you're looking for, you're just staring at it, staring at that light, put it down and put it away from you. So at least you have to get up to go and get it. So it'll stop you just automatically picking it up to see if, oh, someone's left me a message on Facebook, oh, I've got a message on Instagram, oh, I haven't, I'll just look anyway, and then start looking at other rubbish, start the old scrolling, scroll. I've looked at all this before, and I'm going to scroll through it again because it feeds my mind. My mind enjoys it. Even though I don't enjoy it, I'm wasting my life away. My mind enjoys it. That's the addiction. Everything that's an addiction is because your mind enjoys it. Thinking is a mind-based addiction. It literally is your mind's addiction. This overthinking and identifying with the mind, all these symptoms are the ways that egotistical and narcissistic behaviour come about. The more you identify with the mind, the more you go down that path. That's another video in itself. But this is just being aware of mind-based addiction and going cold turkey and freeing yourself from overthinking. But you have to know that you're going to more than likely get these symptoms. You're going to feel like you're getting headaches. You're going to feel like you need to put the telly on, or you're going to need to think about something, or you might even find yourself trying to create drama. Because if you create the drama, then it'll give your mind something to work out, and then you can go, oh, I've got to deal with this now. I can't do all that nonsense. I can't. And I just want to relax and watch the TV, or I just want to play my computer game, or I just want to stare at Facebook. Because this is your mind telling you to do this. This is the addiction. It's like anything, any addiction. You're smoking, and then you want to stop smoking, and your mind goes, oh, I'm stressed out, I need to have a fag, or oh, I've had a hard day, I'll just have a cigarette. Or this is how your mind convinces you to keep doing it. This is how addictions work. Just try it out now. Try it out. Try and switch the telly off and watch how many thought patterns come to you to not switch that TV off. It's just a telly. And with programs on it. It's in the name, programs. They program you. It's all designed to keep you in your head, to focus your mind. And while your mind is focused and you're in a trance state, it's giving you subliminal messaging into your mind. This is how I do hypnosis. You hypnotize them, you relax it and focus the conscious mind, and then put the suggestion in. It's exactly how the TV works. So whatever you're watching on these programs, you're programming your mind with, whether you realize it or not. It is happening. That's 100% fact. Even scientists will tell you that this is how programming works. So if you are on the path to awaken, to enlightenment, and wanting to wake up and to enjoy life and go, wow, you know, I'm not going to sit and stare at the telly tonight. I'm going to go and get on my bike. Or, you know, I'm actually going to have a conversation with my husband or wife. Or, you know, I'm actually going to listen to my child and see what they've got to say. And I'm not going to do it like that while I'm looking at the telly going, yeah, mate, what was that? What was that? Yeah. I'm going to actually do it by looking at them and going, you know, you've got my attention, you've got my focus. I'm going to listen to you because you're important. That's just a telly. I'm not interested in the telly. I'm interested in you because you're real and you're important. And I know the attention I give you today, whether it be a relationship or a family member, a friendship, whatever it is, they're the most important thing, not the telly. But your mind doesn't tell you that. Your mind doesn't want you to do that. And that's because the people who enslave us want us in our minds. Because when we're in our mind looks after our body, which is self. So then everyone is looking out for self. And wow, there's the world we live in today. Everyone's running around looking after self in the mind, buying and grabbing materialist stuff, becoming consumers, destroying the planet. Because that's how it works. We're cogs in the wheel. And that's how they want us. But that's not our fault. We've been conditioned. Our families and our relatives before us, generation after generation, have been getting conditioned in the same way. So our loved ones are already conditioned. And they're helping condition us. Here, sit in front of the TV, son. It's a reward, it's a treat. You can go on your game. Time to get up. This is how we've been conditioned, and it's not on purpose, but it's been going on for such a long time. We believe that that's how life is, because that's how life has always been. Look at the history books, what they teach us. They tell us this is the way it's always been. Well, it must be. No, that's the box that they condition our mind with, so we're easy to control. And we'll go out and consume. We'll become debt slaves. Anyone who thinks they're not a slave, decide not to go into work on Tuesday, because it's a bank holiday here on Monday. Or Monday, if there is no bank holiday. Don't go into work, because you decide not to. And then watch why you can't. I've got to pay the bills. Oh, I'll get sacked, I'll lose my job. Oh, I've got to do this, You're not free. How's that freedom? There's a lot more to this, and I'm going to do another video on the illusion of growing up as well. Because that's another trick of the mind. So anyway, I'm digressing all over the place here. Keep it back on track. It's about going cold turkey. It's about getting through the headaches when you start waking up. Because it's not easy. It's about the food you eat. Because once you start going unconscious and low vibration and you're watching TV more, you're going to start eating more junk, which will start putting you more unconscious again. It'll put you back into your mind. So, the key to waking up, switch the TV off, go through the headaches and the withdrawal symptoms. I need to think, I need to watch something. Get through that. Start eating clean. Meditate. Just stop thinking. Stop thinking. I'm going to stop thinking. Oh, I'm going to stop thinking. I'm going to stop. Just stop. No thoughts in your head. Do you know how great that feels? I'm not thinking anything. I'm not sitting here like, I'm still sitting here. I'm fully aware of everything's going on. Even more so. Because I'm connected. I've got more intelligence by not thinking. When you're thinking, you've only got what you've been programmed with and what you put in. That's all your mind can take. It can only take out your subconscious, what you've put in. When you stop thinking, you've got the possibilities to everything, the universal knowledge and intellect. This is how people invent things via imagination and stuff like that. So stop thinking. Give yourself a break. Give your mind a break. Switch it off. Switch the TV off. And relax. Breathe. And slow it all down. The world is designed to rev your head up. And get you inside your mind. It's how they divide and conquer. The mind is working for the individual. It's just what it does. It protects the body. You're not your mind. It's an instrument. Stop thinking and discover who you are, who you really are. Go through the cold turkey. It's difficult, but it's well worth it. Start enjoying life. I hope this has helped some of you. And I know at least 90-95% people watching this video are having the same issues, or they're in and out of the same mind-based addiction. I am very aware of it, and I am in and out. It's part of the process. We start learning more and more each and every time we go in. We understand it. We realise we're in the mind. We realise what's triggered it, what's got us back to that old addiction. And we kick the habit. And we come back out. Triggers put you into your mind too. These are all things you need to be aware of to wake up fully awake. Things that put you back into your mind. That old thought process, them old thought patterns. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. Hope you're all still shining, feeling great. Love and light. Have a fantastic morning, evening, noon, night, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. No, you're not alone. We're all going through this. It's a process. Everything outside, advertising, everything like that is designed to get you in your mind. Just be aware of it. It's an addiction. Bye.